All right, I think we're here. Welcome back, guys. Happy Wednesday to you. Let's put this right there. Hi-yo. Check that out. They did on time today. Mine's a few minutes. I was over here working with Suno.com. Suno, of course, is a music thing, so I'm making ranchero mariachi music here in the back, which of course is an important way to use your time. So happy to have you here. We're going to be looking. Pause this. We're going to be working with our ACE step thing. If we can find it. Oh, we got a few different things here going on. We're going to be working with ACE step. Where was that background music coming from? There's background noise coming on the live stream. Oh, that's me over there. All right, well, at least we know that's working. Let's get that. Cancel out 86, that fella. Say that. All right, so we got a few different things that we're going to be looking at here. I've got actually kind of an exciting little thing here. I'll give you a little preview. We're going to doing this stable tools, which is really kind of a cool way to put together graphics for your video games or what's up. And it's kind of impressive, actually. And this is going to be able to run. This is going to be able to run on our cell phones eventually. I'm working on getting this so that I'm going to be able to give this to you guys and just be on your cell phones and make some really quick sounds. This isn't awesome audio generation. This is like video game type stuff, you know, like background generation happens so fast. Okay, they come out with a small model of this that literally does it in seconds. This is the larger model. Here's just dogs barking. Oh, they're terrible. There we go. The volume's back. We can talk about anything. Live Q&A stuff, whatever you want. We'll talk about image generation, video generation. We'll talk about how terrible the Orioles are. Okay, so let's see how dogs barking sounds here. All right. So the point of this little app is that, you know, you could imagine you had a video game and you mouse over it and then you get the sound or something like that. Gonna be great for that kind of stuff. But we'll play with this later. Okay. So Ash Imberlove is here. Ashley, welcome. Yo. Welcome here. We got Todd is here as well. Let's see. We'll kind of, I always take a little bit of time here at the beginning to wait for people to show up. Let's make sure that we have our ACE step pulled up. Yeah, I do believe that we do. Malcolm has just rocked in. Looks like he's going to lead the way with a question. I've been looking at this music maker. Is it any good? So which music maker are you talking about there, Malcolm? Malcolm is our buddy from overseas. He's across the pond there. God save the king and all that good stuff. Jams is popping in. See, I knew if we just wait a little bit, everyone's going to pop up. Jams. What is it? You know that guy from Cheers went something like that. He just passed away. There he is. Every time he walked in the bar, they go, Norm. That's like Jams walking. We're like, Jams, hey, what's up? Anyways, whatever. I'm all that. Okay, so here is our ACE step. I'm going to wait for Malcolm to pop up with answering. He says something about the music maker and want to know if it's any good. Yo, which music maker are you talking about, Malcolm? Again, I'm going to give you guys the ability to divert. I'm just going to start talking about ACE step and our project, our flagship project for the week. And you guys are welcome to take it off in any direction you want, okay? Rick B, what's up, yo? Rick, there he is. Everyone, go around, throw him up in the air, and welcome him in. All right, so for the frame, the flagship project of the week, we were going to create a song, and then we were going to create some images, and then we were going to put it together with FFmpeg. So, like over here, if we let's see, if we head over to Get Going Fast Pro, we scroll down real quick. Let's see all that. Okay, we get down here. Beep, 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 bop, bop. There was our video on how to run it. And we're going to copy something like this. I made this quick, this to the chapel we run. Yo. So all let's listen to it for just a second.
Torchlight behind, but stars ahead. Whispers of saints where angels tread. A deer stands still in the chapel light, like heaven itself saying, you've done right. To the chapel we run, to the end of fear, to a quiet place where the sky is clear, until the end.
Okay, so it's kind of dark, but you can see that I've created different images. And so pretty much all we did with this was went to ChatGPT, okay, created a story. So let's say like we went over here to ChatGPT. Oops. We're going to open AI. No, we want to go to chat.openai.com. And you know what I did with this is I had a friend or, gal, whatever, right? And we were kind of role playing, the laird and the servant and all that. And I just took our role play and I threw it in to here. Okay. And I said, create a story about this. And so it created a story. Then I said, create some images. So let's just make something up. Let's say something about, write a story about, a Wookiee and a, let's not do a Wookiee. How about an elf maiden? Or how about a robot? How about write about a robot that has fallen asleep for years and wakes up and finds a human. The human race has forgotten about robots, has gone through degradation and forgotten about robots. Okay, and let's say, make it a love story, make it emotional, make it about their growing attachment. And then we're going to say, Ashimber wants, she liked the Wookiee idea. Wookiee and Daredevil in a Disney Mystery Wonderland. and they're making about their growing, I'm too sentimental, I guess. Make it emotional, make it about their growing attachment, make it adventurous with an ending of them together. And then I'm just going to say in here, it will be used to make lyrics for a song. All right. So let's say we throw that in there and it comes out. It's called When Circuits Dream. Love it. So then it's going to come on with our story. Arrow awoke, not with the people were, but with the memory. Okay. So we've got the story. Okay. Now I'm going to say beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right. We got to encourage ChatGPT and we'll say, now turn it into lyrics with 4 definite scenes. Afterwards, we will create images. Okay. Okay, so here's the When Circuits Dream. And notice it's putting out here, romantic ballad, nostalgic yet hopeful, 72, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and we're going to actually change this in a second because you're going to see that A step has a particular, it's not like Suno. So someone over here, Roland G, by the way, welcome, Roland. Good to have you, yo. he asks, is this a Suno replacement? Okay. And Suno replacement, it is not a Suno replacement. Okay. You can't replace Suno at this point. This is open source. It's very good. Okay. For open source. It's fantastic for open source. It's the best we've ever had for open source. It's nowhere close to Suno level stuff. And you're going to find that as we prompt this, we need to prompt it a little bit differently. Okay. Roland G says, on a side note, we'll have to get to this. He's creating images with Flux 1. And it says, using Flux 1 as the background, always blurry. Just wondering. Okay. Just on a quick note, turn your CFG scale to 1. When you're generating with Flux, it always has to be 1. Okay. All right. So Ash Ember's still on the Wookiee kit. Add a paladin with a self-image problem because of his hair lip. All right, we'll have to do that in here. So here we've got the lyrics, okay? But I'm going to do this really quick. I'm going to say to ChatGPT, I'm going to say, great job with the lyrics. Now, put them in prompt form like this. And what we want to do is we need to have an open bracket. With a step, you have to have open brackets. I'm going to say verse 1. I'm going to say verse. And then, lyrics. Verse. Okay. And I'm going to say, so let's do that real quick. So Roland tried one. Okay, we'll get to your Flex question here in a minute, Roland. So that'll be our first question, is how to fix that. So notice it put out the thing with the verse. Now look at the chat GPT does this kind of crap. So I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for a / ending of it, but it just assumed it. Okay. So let's do this. Let's just copy what it put out. Let's roll over to our A step. Okay. And let's go to where our lyrics are. So we'll go down here, paste it in there, and then we could sit there and shame chat GPT, but what's the point? Let's just go here and just delete it. So we'll just delete those. What it was doing there was it was assuming, because we did brackets there, it was assuming it needed to close it. Okay. Typically in programming, when you do something like that to put it inside of it, or in mathematics or anything, you have to close it. It doesn't realize you didn't do that. But let's get that. Then let's go back over to here. Let's go ahead and grab its description up here. Romantic ballad, nostalgic yet hopeful. Let's throw something. And what we need is, we need the style to be 1 or 2 words at most, mostly descriptive of the music itself and not the scene. So this is a thing about A-step. This is why with Suno you can throw this in. With A-step, not so much. And not the scene. And separate by commas. Also add a sci-fi techno romance to it. And then let's put in this. Okay. So that will come back. Okay, we need to figure out, Ashley says we need to get a hair lip in there. So I guess we could change one of the lyrics. No, see, now look at what ChatGPT is. It's screwing us up. No, this is what I'm going to say. No, and I'm going to call it an idiot. No, idiot. I need a text to audio prompt, not the whole song. Just take the description I gave you, separate them by commas, make certain there are only 1 to 2 words per instruction. Add a sci-fi feel, sci-fi romance feel. Okay, there we go. Now it gave it to us. So let's go ahead and take this over here. We're going to add the hair lip in there on behalf of Ashley. Okay. Which that always reminds me of the joke, the the girl at school that had the hair lip, and she was so unpopular. By the way, we're going to throw this into here. She's so unpopular because she had the hair lip, and the dance was coming up, and then one day, she thinks she's not going to go, right? And then one day, the most unpopular boy in the whole school comes up to her, and he's unpopular because he has a wooden eye. And so they're like two most unpopular people. He goes to her and he says, "Would you go to the dance with me?" They're both very insecure. He says, "Would you go to dance with me?" She goes, "Would I? Would I?" And he goes, "Hair lip, hair lip," so that's how that goes. So thank you, Ashley, for you're responsible for that terrible joke. Let's go ahead and take this thing here. Let's go back to ChatGPT. We're going to get off this real quick. I'm going to just say, change this one section of the song to include that the human had a hair lip. Okay, so she taught him stars because I was like a fearless queen of ancient lore, the king of blades in the war. No, you don't. No, you didn't mention the hair lip. They'll say he's not a machine. He knows my name despite my hair lip or something like that, and doesn't care about my hair lip. Yeah, you didn't tell ChatGPT thanks. But he doesn't care I speak this way. They're not adding the hair lip, so we'll just have to get past that. Let's go ahead and just generate this and move on. So we're going to put it into here. The bottom line is we generate this thing. Okay, so we've got this thing. We've let ChatGPT do it. Now what we'll do is we'll say to ChatGPT, create. Okay, we're going to just say, I'm going to need to downgrade what's going on here. Hold on just a second. We're freaked there for a minute. Okay, we should be back now. We're back, and I shouldn't have ran that as is. Damn it. Okay, we should be back. Okay, so my bad, guys. I forget that I'm running all this AI software behind the back, and so when I did it, it freaked everything out. So we're back. Yes, exactly. Malcolm Price said a PC overload. We'll come back to creating the song later. Okay. The bottom line is we head back over to our thing, and we'd say create 4 images now that will be used to make the song. You guys are getting the idea. It's gonna make. Listen, I pay $20 a month for ChatGPT. It's only gonna make one at a time, but you can also ask it to overload. Okay. By the way, let us do that. While that's doing that, let's go to another instance of ChatGPT, and I'm gonna show you how you do this. Okay, we're gonna say using FFmpeg. Give me the text, or give me the command to create a video from, and let's say that the sound was called, song.mp3. Okay. And using the images 1.png, 2.png, 3.png, and 4.png to make a music video. Separate the images equally. Give it this title, Robot Love, or whatever. Okay, so it's so then it's going to give us an FFmpeg command. Okay, this is a really great way to use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is very good with this kind of stuff. Now, FFmpeg, as you know, let's pop over to our file explorer, is we typically install it. We just put it on our C drive. It's probably the best place for it. Okay, and then we put the we create an environmental variable here off of the bin directory. Okay. And there it is. Okay, so once you get it in there, you can just use it. Okay, then what we would do is you want to put all your images. Let's go see if we can get back to where we, okay, look at that. It created one of our images. Okay, so there's the robot that was left behind. So maybe we would save it. What I would do is save it into a folder. I'd call it 1.png. Then you look, oh, look at it. It's going to the second one already. I call it 1.png. I'd call the second one 2.png. When the music, which we weren't able to generate right now, is done, then I would save that as, song.mp3. So you have it all in the same folder. Okay, all in the same folder. Then what you do is wherever you save it to, and you can do it on your desktop. So let's say we go to our desktop. Get rid of all this nonsense. And then all you got to do is right click and just go open terminal wherever your files are. And then you paste in that FFmpeg. Okay. So let's see what was the FFmpeg? Now this isn't going to work because I don't have the files there, but then all you got to do is paste it in there. Okay. And it's got all for you, and it'll take a little bit of while. It will go ahead, crunch the sound with the videos, put the title. And if it's not working, then no big deal. You go back to ChatGPT and you just correct it and say, hey, the title didn't show up through the whole thing, or hey, the song wasn't long enough. It only went as long as the images itself. Okay. And then you're done. That's your project. So there we did it. We weren't able to create the music because the crappy song crapped out my computer. It probably was one of those things. The song was so bad, it was like, yeah. So Roland said this is new command using FFmpeg. So FFmpeg, if my nose is itching, means I'm going to kiss a fool. So it's not a new command with FFmpeg. What it is it's a command with FFmpeg. So again, ChatGPT is very good with doing stuff with FFmpeg. All you got to do is ask. Okay. And you can figure out how to do it. Listen, you could take 10, that's all that our video generation is. Like, so when we're doing video generation, all the video generation doing is making 80 or 90 images, and then it's using an FFmpeg command to put those together smoothly. You can do the same thing here by using your ChatGPT. Okay, so let's have a head count. Who else? If you're still here, go ahead and say you're still here. Let me know if I haven't run you off. Looking back here at A step, so I wish we could have ran this. It just was too much for the system. I have just too much stuff going on. But that's it. I want you guys to make this. I want you to send it to me on the Discord. Okay. And then I will pick the best one. And listen, if you have a website, you have a place you want to post this stuff, I will promote you. Okay. I'll say, hey, this is the winner. This is your site. This is the Yo Boy of the Day. Okay. Let's see if you guys got any other questions. Let's go back to Roland is saying that every time he's using Flex One, the backgrounds are blurry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy his question. And let's do a couple things. Let's go over here. Let's first of all just throw it into Google. Using Flex One every time I generate. Maybe we'll find something on Reddit. Okay, model tends to create shallow depth of field. Roland's still here. Good. Roland's still here. Here's one, Flux One, generating blurry images. Here's how to fix it. Let's check that out. Point is still here. Great. Good to see you, Point. Good to see you. All right. Generally speaking, Flux One variants usually produce high quality visuals, no matter what challenge you throw. By the way, Roland, what app are you using to create your Flex images? Okay, here it says avoid requesting the white background. Hank is saying I can't see without my glasses here. Udio still wins for Hank. Hank, welcome everyone. Hank is the creator of Cobalt CPP. Great guy to connect with. You should go join his Discord. Oh yeah. So Hank is using Udio. See, Hank is using the web stuff. He's cheating. No, I'm just kidding, because I was over here using Suno, making my mariachi music. Let's see here. All right, enough of that. So Hank still likes Udio, but again, with Get Going Fast, we like these open source solutions. So, well, it's looking like maybe is it a prompting issue that you're getting while you're getting your blurry images? Maybe try to say, are you try to get clear backgrounds? Maybe give us a bit more. Maybe try describing the background. Maybe what you could do is when you're trying to generate your images, say in the background is a clear picture of, blah, 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 blah. See what ChatGPT has to say real quick. So Flux One might have a training bias. Yeah, see, I would say it's more probably a prompt issue. Just prompt what you actually want. Okay, Hank's going to send his song. Great. Okay, Hank also wants to point out he's not the creator of Cobalt CPP. He is a contributor. There, credit goes to Lost Ruins. Okay, so Hank is trying not to get himself beaten with a bat as he leaves work. So nice there. Okay. The sampler or resolution user may degrade background fidelity. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Roland, try using sharp background. Detailed scenery, that's another good one. Okay, Hank just sent us some music. Listen to Hank's crappy music over here. Hold on just a second. I'm just kidding, of course. I don't know if it's crappy or not. Might be. Let's find out. All right, thank you for your crappy song, Hank. That is great. So that's done with Udio. And we need to figure out how to get with Cobalt CPP a way that we can, they have these apps that you can take text and images or whatever, you can create music from it. So we could take Cobalt CPP and take your chat narrative and turn it into a song in the thing. Now, Hank probably missed it. Let's take a really quick look here. Going back to, we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be looking more at this Open AI Studio or Open Stable Tools or something like that. And I'll be doing it. It'll probably be one of the next videos I do. But you could do something like this with Cobalt CPP. Listen, Hank, I'm telling you, this Open Tools thing, they have a small version that does it in seconds. Okay, so you can do a synthwave loop in seconds. Oh, I forgot. I closed out everything. Crap, that doesn't work. But in seconds, you can throw this into a chat thing. Be like, make background music for this scene. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. So Hank and Roland, I'm making my way home now to the computer to grab the prompt. I would have really liked to have finished our robot song. You guys got any other questions? I feel like we're losing steam here a little bit, but let's do this. Let's go over to staging. And what did we had stable audio tools. Oh no, stable audio. This is the one that we're talking about. They've got the open and the small version. We're gonna try to get this on your cell phone here soon. Might be a bigger project. My head has been filled with long dark hair and deep black eyes lately, so not been as productive as normal. Nice message. We'll try this one more time. Maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off some of this AI stuff before we start, so the quality of this video will probably degrade from the already crappy quality it is. Probably that's probably the biggest difference you're going to hear. Yes, Todd, absolutely. It is great for video game sound effects. This over here, good call, Todd. Where did we go? This is awesome for video game sound effects. You mouse over the person, or you go click to talk with them, and then the background music. You can get sounds of chickens clucking, sounds of cows mooing. Maybe you walk into the bar scene, and then there's like the sound of disco music in the back. Todd, perfect for that. It's a pretty cool little app. God, what is going on? I'm just itchy as hell. I'm like scratching my nose. I got hair in my face. Yes, Todd, great. That is literally the purpose of it. Okay, Hank got a reproduction of the blur. Let's see. Okay. I learned last night using my created lore to get the game tag work right. Clicking the Safe Tensor Show info gives you the tag word to use in your prompt. Oh, yeah. Okay, so he's just saying you can click on it and get the prompt. Okay, let's go see what's going on over here. Let's go back to our robot song. I'm going to try this one more time, guys. So if if we freak out again, we'll just call it the end of the video. Do come over to the Discord. You can find us Discord, and let's keep the conversation going over there. There's a lot of you guys have knowledge, and really the cool thing is connecting with each other and getting bouncing off each other how to do stuff. I don't know how to do a lot of stuff. I'm a good communicator. I'm good at bringing you together. I'm going to bring Roland. I'm going to bring Hank together. We're going to get Ashley in here, and she's going to tell Todd how to do this. Todd's showing Jams how to do this other thing, and I'm just like the big orchestrator going here. So you guys are the big brains here. You're the smart ones, okay? I'm bringing this all together. So come over to the Discord and figure this crap out together, man. Let's do it. Okay, let's go back over here. I'm going to try to generate this one last time. If we freak out, we are done. Okay, but let's click it. We're doing it. All right, let her ride, yo. Okay, so it's generating. That's one of my favorite GIFs. It's from South Park. Let's see if we can find that. South Park GIF. Let it ride. There it is. Oh, hell yeah. Let it ride. So like in this, they're all, they've gone bankrupt, the town, and they like go in there and like a 1 in a million shot. They're throwing it all on this roulette thing, and they somehow win, and it's a miracle. And they're like, well, I got all the money back. And they're like, wait, if we did it again, we could win twice as much. And they're like, hell yeah, let it ride. Oh, too funny. Okay. So it looks like this is actually generating. We might actually make it through this. While that's doing it, let's go see what's happening with our images. Oh, look at it. Created the 4 images. Oh, that's a sad. Does this song have a sad ending? Your project make your Baldur's Gate 3 game sounds. Yeah, you could totally. I mean, listen, make an RPG and then make your sounds for it. That's what's beautiful about open source. Listen, I want to, again, here, I'm going to, a little shameless plug here. I just had another song release. This is my music. I wrote this stuff like through my own life experiences, my own pain and toil, but it would cost me $6,000 maybe to produce this song, maybe a couple $1,000 to produce a song. Created this just for like, $10-15 plus time. And that's the beautiful thing about open source, is that you can create your own projects. All of a sudden, us little guys can create production quality stuff without having to have the big frickin' money to do it. That's why people are freaking out, because you don't have to hire the studio. Listen, I did even this image here that I've created for this song. If you're going to get that image, that would have cost you probably $1,000. You have to hire the guy. You got to get the set design. You got to rent the place. It would cost you hundreds at the least to just get that one image. And I generated that like in seconds. That's the beauty of it. But here's again, like, so same thing with this other one.
Look on dollar.com to get our lowest rates.
Why are you in my house?
All right, we'll get back to you.
Awesome.
Thanks, Ben. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
What?
The things I've loved, I can only one. The Father, Holy Ghost, and Son, and memories of the things I've done. And I keep wondering if there can be mercy for an old sinner cowboy like me.
All right, so the point being that, yeah, dude, open source is the bomb. Even paying $10, even the online stuff is great, because generate stuff that's professional quality for just a few bucks. All right. Did I try the Ultra? Roland says, did you try the Ultra Real Fine Tune? What? I don't know what Ultra Real Fine Tune is. I'm kind of trying to hold out here to see if we can get the song done. Oh, here we go. Huh. Okay, it's a Laura. Oh no, it's the actual check. Okay, so this is an actual checkpoint. Yeah, that's great. I mean, that looks real. So there you go. Yo, you could throw that in there and use that with your Flux stuff. Flux 1D, yeah. That's great, Hank. Good call on that one. Here, I'll put the link in the thing here. You guys can go find that if you want it. Okay, let's finish up here. Let's see if our song is done. Song is loading. So in the meanwhile, let's go over here and do this. We'll just finish up this project together and we'll call it good. So I'm going to go ahead and click this to open it. I'm going to go ahead and save this image. I'm going to put it on the desktop in a folder called, I'm going to just call it project. Okay, I'm going to call it, let's see, we're going to hit the download button. Go to our desktop, go to our projects. We'll call it 1.png. Okay. Then we'll go back, hit the next one. 2.png. Go back. Hit the next. Boy, that girl is looking scuzzy as hell there, isn't she? All right. Oh, notice it didn't save that properly. So this is one of the things about generating with ChatGPT. Sometimes it messes up the save. So we'll have to go back and save that one again. Let's see if it works this time. Oh, see, it didn't do it. So sometimes you got to reload ChatGPT. I don't know why it does that, but it flips out. Oh, let's see, it did it with 4 as well. So we're going to have to go back down to 4. And then we'll click it again just to make sure that it, yep, it did save it. Okay, so we've got all that done. Now all we're waiting on is the stupid song to finish. Yeah, Todd says he's got some awesome stuff from Suno, but he'd prefer local. Yeah, so we're not at Suno level for local, but you know, listen, A step isn't bad. It's showing us where we're going to get to in a year. So you know, in Star Trek, right? You know, you've got the computer, right? And we'll be there within a few years. I mean, obviously, maybe not quite as fantastic as Star Trek, but the stuff we're paying for now, we're going to all be doing for free here before too long. We're getting there. I would assume, say I live for another 10, 20 years, you know, 20 at least would be nice. We're going to be doing all this. We'll have holograms doing it. We're going to have robots for the next 5 years. It's going to be freaking awesome. I think it's going to be awesome. Yeah, dude. So Hank asked, can A-Step make good EDM music? And the answer is yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest. EDM music is the easiest thing to make. EDM music, synth stuff, it's the absolute easiest to make. So you can go for it. Even our stable thing over here, our tools. I didn't have this loaded up, but even that can generate synth loops and EDM stuff. It's really not that difficult. So yes, I would play with A-Step. Why not? Okay, come on. I want this thing to get done. Let's go check over here and see what the command prompt is saying. Oh, it looks like it's done, actually. If I go over here to command terminal and I pull this up, it looks like it's done. So I wonder if maybe... Oh, you can't see that. Hold on. It says 100%. So it saved it. Maybe it saved it, it didn't output it. So let's go and check the File Explorer real quick. And let's go to Outputs and see if it saved it. This says 521 at 2. Oh yeah, so must have been some error. Let's go ahead and run it.
In the still vines and rusted steel, he stirred beneath the ivy's heel. A dream of music called his name, but all around no one remained. With memories spark, a song, a girl, a world gone dark.
That's okay, but good enough, right? You could sit there and tweak with it. So I want to point out that was an error in the app. Like, it's probably because I had too much stuff going on. We were sitting there waiting. I wouldn't have known that it finished if I hadn't have checked over to the command terminal. So that's a good thing to keep your eye on the command terminal there. And then I was like, oh wait, what's going on? So let's copy that and throw that into our project folder there. But I'm going to change it, and we're just going to call it song.wave. Now let's go back over to our chat GPT, and we'll wrap this project up. Obviously, if it was me, I would redo the song a few times to get something better than that. But for the sake of what we're doing, we're going to go back and say, okay, do it again, but the music file is song.wave. Okay, so Hank is challenging me back about my derogatory EDM statements. And he set the challenge, yo. Yes. Point says, yeah, VO3 in 2 years for local would be amazing. I bet it's less than 2 years, dude. I bet by the end of the year. Okay, so let's go finish this out. Let's head over to our File Explorer again. This time we've got song.wave and 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go ahead and open this in terminal. We'll head over to back to here and go like this. Now I'm just going to paste in that FFmpeg. And let's see if it does. Okay, so we got an error. Filter graph was specified. Error opening output file, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's grab the error. I don't even care what it means. I don't know. I don't want to take the time. So let's go back in here and just throw it into here. Okay, so it explains it why. Okay, let's copy it, go back to our command terminal again. Paste it in there. This time it's working. Okay, got another error. Let's copy it, go back to our browser. This is, by the way, power using with ChatGPT. Just back and forth in it, getting it. You can spend as much time as you want. Sometimes I sit and try to understand it. Other times like this, I don't care. Okay, so there it's going. It's doing it. It's done. So let's go check out our video and see how it turned out. If I can find my browser window here, hold on. There it is. Okay, notice it.
In the still vines and rusted steel, he stirred beneath the ivy's heel. And no one he stood with memory spark a song.
Okay, so you get the basic idea. Notice it screwed it up. A lot of errors. So what I would do, it stretched out the images. So probably what I would do here. Okay, it stretched out the image. It also did not use all 4 images, if you notice. So I would go back. We're not going to spend the time doing this. Hold on, damn it. I'm confused here. Got too much crap open up. I would go back and I would do something like this. I would say it only used 2 of the images and it stretched the images to landscape instead of portrait. There are 4 images and the song is, this is probably where you could have messed up. It's good to tell it how long the song is. The song is 42 seconds long. So I'd say, and the song is 42 seconds long. Okay, so now it comes out and it would give us the new command. I'll do. And you just throw it in there. So that's how you do your project, guys. Okay. Fart around with it. Where is this at? Okay, so say we'd have to say put this on one line. There was an error for copy and paste. A lot of this kind of stuff, you know, ChatGPT, sometimes it gets it, and other times you have to sit there and just spoon feed it. There we go. Okay, whatever. So you guys can figure it out. This is how you're going to do it. I think we're going to end it there. Point says wide. I'll prompt my prompt on Discord models I'm using to create my image. Wouldn't it be quicker to manually make that? Toss some Hunyuan video in there too. Yeah, if you want, whatever. Make a Hunyuan video. I don't know if it'd be faster. I think the fastest thing to do would be get your lyrics, throw it into your A step, create your song. You don't use ChatGPT to create it. Go open up. You could use ChatGPT or open up your image generator, create your pictures. Maybe you have ChatGPT give you the prompts. Say, give me the, instead of saying generate the image, say, give me the prompts. Go to your thing, throw it in there, and you use FFmpeg. and that's a lot faster. The issues here that we're having with FFmpeg is just that it's all technical stuff. So you just got to keep kind of throwing it back and forth until you get what you want. And like I said, ChatGPT, sometimes it's clever. You know, actually probably what I would have done would be better is go to Grok. Grok is better. ChatGPT is really good with this, but Grok might actually give you a more detailed sort of answer. Okay, I'm going to end it here. I feel like we're kind of spinning our wheels. You guys have any last second questions or not? We'll wait here for a second. So Hank's talking about using that fine tune in the background of Cobalt CPP. So with I still have to release these videos this week, but Cobalt CPP has the ability to generate images while you're narrating. So you're talking with your Valley Girl pirate with a lisp, and you're out there looking for booty, and you can have it generate the image of your conversation. Very cool stuff. Juan is awesome, by the way. Point we're seeing that. Okay, I think we're going to end it there. Thanks for showing up, guys. Appreciate you. Come check us out on the Discord and keep the conversation going. This is a good conversation. And you don't need me here. Like, I'm sitting here. I'm like the third wheel. I'm like, you're sitting there fine dining with a pretty gal, and I'm like sitting there talking about something, and you're like, dude, get the hell out of here, right? We're having a nice conversation on our own. So come to the Discord and keep the conversation going. Would love to have you. Okay. Roland, really quick. Roland asks, does ChatGPT one day make videos? That day is today, Roland. It does make videos. Okay? So you can actually make videos. You have to pay for it, and you get like, I think I could create a video. I don't usually do it. I guess, I don't know why. I haven't bothered.